Oh, shit. Episode 8 means we only got a few more episodes left in the season, which also means that I need to come up with new content to entertain you guys until the new season starts. Rachel, you got any ideas?
Maybe pole dancing classes.
The fuck? You know what I could do is actually teach people how to melt down robots. If you guys got any suggestions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. I got a few ideas. I've been throwing a couple of things at the wall to see what sticks. I mean, worst case scenario, I could turn Reggie into a vibrator and slip into tonight's IGBG model. That wouldn't even be a punishment. Roll the intro. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Midnight Media Review with Moel, a show for content creators by a content creator. Now, if you tuned in tonight, then you did yourself a favor. More me than you, and I appreciate it. Now, the streets have been calling, and tonight's special guest had to be here because it wouldn't be a dope season without him. So tonight, we got the jug guy himself, Lroc, is on the show. So please stay tuned till after the break and make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button and ring that bell so you can be reminded of the future episodes of Midnight Media Review. Now, the first topic of tonight, S.U.C.S, which stands for S.U.C.S on social media. So let's get into it. Roll it.
Chilling with my homies and we cruising down the block. Making all this money, bitches like to stop and watch. My guild and I were traveling through the village on our steeds. Currency's no issue once we've traded all the tea.
Oh. Yo, what up, man? Yo, what the was that? What the was that?
Here is amazing. Let's one by this.
To know if white cock or black cock is right for you. Let's talk about it. It's important to know that both will get the job done, but depending on your needs and what you need to fill, one is definitely better than the other. In my case, I will be choosing the black cock for the front. If you are working with a large gap or hole, you will see that this is going to work beautifully. Now for the back door, my preference is a white cock.
Diamonds are forever. They are all I need to please me. Diamonds.
Okay, so this is crazy. So that last video with the dude with the sparkle eye, there's actually a story behind this. So I don't know the story on how he lost his eye, but he decided he wanted to be different and commission a prosthetic eye made of diamonds. Now, I don't know who in their right mind would think that's a good idea. I mean, could you imagine getting jumped and robbed, and one of the dudes robbing you says, "Get his eyeball." Bruh, that's like, I don't even want to think about that shit. That shit's crazy, man. Like, just fucking nuts. Now, this segment is called MMR Updates. This is a segment where we like to give you a little bit of an update of what's going on in society. Now, I feel as though as parents, we tend to put our kids on a pedestal. But what lengths are we willing to go to make sure others did the same for our kids? Well, a California superintendent took it a little far. Now, a woman who is the mother of a girl who plays for the Del Norte High School softball team took it upon herself to text her daughter's teammates late at night threatening to take away their graduation privileges. A little crazy. So during a ceremony, her daughter was being honored, and she felt as though her daughter's teammates weren't clapping or celebrating her daughter either enough or at all. And in a rage, she took it upon herself to text these kids late at night, threatening to take away their graduation privileges unless they all apologized to her daughter. Now, Mary Ann Kim Phelps claims that these accusations and the evidence was all fabricated and it's all false. But I mean, come on. How many schools in the U.S. are actually, have Olivia Popes in them? I mean, I feel like the little girls these days are all into boys or girls and Sexy Red and Drake. Sorry, I just couldn't help it. But an investigation was launched last year, and this past Tuesday, the board decided that the evidence was just too damning, and they decided to cut ties and let her ass go. Now, I feel like she should join the other Phelps and probably just roll one up and sit on her ass and call it a fucking day. Just move the fuck. Fucking texted kids threatening to take away their graduation because you feel as though your daughter was disrespected. Grow the fuck up. Now, speaking of Drake, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, man, but these past few weeks have been a glorious moment for hip-hop heads. So, like, anybody who's been paying attention has been saying that Drake, Kendrick Lamar have been going like back and forth at it like a good while now. And even J. Cole hopped on the diss track train and took shots at Kendrick Lamar. Now, the funny thing about that is that J. Cole usually stays out of the shit. He has his little subliminals that he's been doing for like the last 10 years or whatever, but if you paid attention, he's always talked about how he's the best. He's not scared of anybody. All the rappers should be scared of him. But then he fucking bitched up at one of his shows and decided to apologize for the diss track against Kendrick.
In the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog and his greatness, I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a fucking microphone? Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I. So I just want to come up here and be like, publicly be like, bruh, that was the lamest, like, goofiest shit. And I say all that to say, it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take that shit on the chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love. And I pray that, y'all are like, forgive a nigga for like the misstep, and then I can get back to my true path.
Nah, that shit hurt me for a little bit, because I'm just like, J. Cole, he's a New York rapper, or I think he's a New York rapper. And I'm just like, them motherfuckers usually don't backtrack shit. So that was disappointing. And then, you got Drake and Rick Ross going at it. And shit, even motherfucking the singer, the hardest singer on the planet, Chris Brown, went at Quavo. like, shit, man. So, like, if you're a true hip hop head, you've been paying attention, you've been singing a lot of this shit. But if you haven't, do yourself a favor, because I'm not going to go into major details about this story. I just want to make sure that you know that it's out there. So, hop on YouTube and go to this dude's page. His name is What's the Dirt. He does a dope ass breakdown of like those beefs and plenty of others that's happened in the past. So hit up What's Dirt, tell him I sent you, and watch those breakdown videos. It's crazy. I didn't even realize how much depth something as simple as the bars that Drake was using actually had. There's like double and triple meanings to some of the stuff that he was saying. And so, you know, I was looking at a surface level. And, you know, when I listened to Kendrick shit, I was looking at it, you know, pretty deep. But both of them got some dope ass diss tracks. So check them out. Let me know what you think. This segment is called Content Creators. Now, I like to do a little bit of a spotlight. As a content creator, I like to bring light to other content creators. And tonight, we're giving you one of my faves. Her name is Naturally Melanie. Now, Melanie is an amazing content creator with well-planned out content, well-planned out skits, and she has a new character that she's been doing, which has quickly become one of my favorites. So let's get into it. Roll it.
Bro, hip-hop is back! So look, K-Dot buried Drake, Cole took a stray, he dissed him, and then he apologized, and he chose peace. Who does that? Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga. He told Metro, make some drums. Like, what else he supposed to do? Now Officer Ricky and BBL Drizzy are beefing like high school rich kids. My house is bigger than yours. My house is bigger than yours. I didn't even know they had beef. Then Kanye got FOMO. Then Drake dropped another diss on K-Dot, and he brought in AI Tupac and AI Snoop Dogg, both of K-Dot's idols. He's playing with his head. Then we come over here, and we got the R&B dude with the hardest diss out of all of them. Quavo just dropped. This Billy got your name. Don't ever bring that tape, bro. I gotta dissect this one.
Now, if you found that clip as funny as I did, which is fantastic because it actually goes along with what I just mentioned about the glorious moment that's been going on in hip hop lately. But do yourself a favor and Melanie and give her a follow at Natural Melanie on IG. Now, this segment is called The Plug. Now, this is a segment where we like to spotlight, you know, entrepreneurs, independent business owners, people who are, you know, on their hustle and need a little bit more spotlight. So tonight we are giving you Made Apparel. Now, this is a clothing line that, you know, focuses on fit with positive mentality, you know, with a positive message. And if you're looking for nice quality gear at an affordable style, you know, at an affordable price, you know, that's styled very nicely, carefully picked, you know, materials, I'm gonna need you to go try out Made Apparel. Now, Made Apparel is also our sponsor for tonight's episode. So stay tuned for the break so you can check that out. And remember, stay elevated. Made Apparel. All right, you guys, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. IGBG, a segment created by Reggie the Robot. So tonight we are giving you Kathy Drayton. I don't know if I'm even saying her name right. Is it Drayton? It's got to be Drayton. Drayton. I could be wrong. So Kathy is an Instagram fitness guru sensation. I don't know if she's from Trinidad or Tobago or if she's just Trinidadian. But this woman is a phenom. And what I mean by that is I'm not just talking about her looks, I'm talking about her story. Now, this woman was like, oh God, I'm not trying to dog you or nothing like that. I'm just saying, you know, for you to look the way that you look now versus how you used to look, if you're watching this, I doubt it. But if you are, you were tiny. Like, you were super tiny. Like, you went from like a malnutrition lost child to looking like an Omega level threat to the entire world. But let's get into it. So she's a fitness guru, and her and her celebrity trainer husband have created an amazing lifestyle with brands, fit plans, and guides for women and men to help change their own lives and create a better lifestyle for themselves. So let's roll the reel here. Jesus, Muhammad Ali, Christ.
She would break you in half.
Yeah. Easy. She actually weighs 200 pounds, and she's not tall. I think she's like 5'5" or 5'4", something crazy. But it looks good. Kathy, you did your thing. You put in the work. I'm very, very proud of you. That is incredible. Now, let's get to this commercial break. I'll see you guys in a second.
Hey, you. Hell yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, I know it's crazy, man. I know you better freak out. Don't freak out, all right? Technology is getting nuts nowadays, and I couldn't just sit back and watch your ass looking miserable. You look like you need some upliftment, for real.
Might help.
I know you're tired of laying on that couch, right?
Yeah?
And you want to get some ladies on your belt, huh?
I get ladies.
Nah, you ain't get no bitches, man. You ain't fooling nobody.
You're right. I don't get no bitches.
Well, you can't get the shirt. Hot made, man. Elevate your game, and the ladies will come to you instantaneously.
Instantaneously.
Hell yeah, instantaneously. You think I'm playing? Hell yeah.
Can you hear it?
All you gotta do is say yes. If you really want the shirt, to say yes.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
What the fuck?
Hey, no refunds, nigga. Peace out.
Hello?
Hi, I work for the state and we are surveying the neighborhood and your address is on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm lying. There's nothing on this. Can I come in?
High Made Apparel. Elevate your game, elevate your life. Stay elevated. Welcome back to Midnight Media Review with Moel, and tonight we got a very special guest, man. Like, if you into the real hood shit and you like real hip hop and you tired of listening to all the rappers that sound the same, this is the dude that you really got to pay attention to. He is Tacoma native.
I've been dreaming how this could be. A million, 1, a million, 2, a million, 3. Same niggas that was at it in the street. My niggas down Jersey, we all tatted. too much of shit, but she good to go do what I say so. I hit that lick and don't lay low. Fuck that little stick in that Draco. We in your city, it's finna get litty. They finna be calling me Fuego. Yeah. If I trust you, then I fuck with you, my nigga. If I don't fuck with you, it's nothing to my niggas. We gon' ride, we gon' slide till it's uncomfortable for niggas. Drug season always bring a slump about a nigga. I know niggas pushing work and I got you. A couple.
Please give a warm welcome to Lroc. What up, man?
What's happening? What's happening? How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. You know, I'm happy to get you on the show now. It's funny, some people might not remember, but when I first started this show, it was more of a parody. I wasn't even taking it seriously.
Right.
And you were actually one of the first people to reach out and actually like give me like, you know, like praise, like grace, and, you know, tell me that I had something going on. And I still wasn't taking it quite seriously. And I just want to say I appreciate you for even doing the first interview, because this isn't the first time you've been on Midnight Media Review with Moel. So we might even play a little bit of a clip of that. But I felt like it made sense for me to reach out to you again and get you on the show for another interview, a proper interview is what I'll say.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So please, I know I introduced him already, but this is the good guy, man. You know, this is the good guy, Larry, right here. You just talking about. All right, so I'm gonna hop into the album real quick because I got a few questions for you. So you got a song called IDLWBTM. Now, before I heard it, I was trying to figure out what it meant. I was like, I don't like white bitches that much. And then I heard the track. I'm like, oh, I was close.
Yeah.
I don't like white bitches touching me.
Whack bitches.
Oh, whack bitches.
Whack bitches. Yeah. It's crazy.
I promise I'm not racist.
No, ever since I put this song out, I've had to tell people like, oh, you don't like white bitches touching you? Really? Like,
bro,
so many white girls have hit my DMs like, oh, you don't like white girls? I can change that. And I'm from Washington, bitch. I didn't broke down a few white bitches before. What are you talking about?
Bro, I listened to the album at least twice. And that song particularly, I think I listened to 4 times just to make sure I'm hearing what I'm hearing. Yeah. And I still didn't catch you were saying whack bitches, not white bitches.
Yeah, whack bitches. Yeah.
Let me apologize on behalf of all of the white community. There's no racism going on here. I just thought I heard what I didn't hear what I thought I heard.
Because whack bitches come in all shapes, colors, and sizes.
You ain't never lied.
So you don't want to just go with the white bitches, because then you're gonna have a whole plethora of other whack bitches touching you. You don't want that.
Facts. All right, so I was going to ask this question, but I don't feel like it's necessary anymore. I feel like you already did an explanation for it, so I'm gonna leave the explanation of what IDLWBT actually meant to you. And we're gonna hop into my real first question. So how long have you actually been rapping?
Man, I'm going on 10 years now. It's come up
something like
10-year mark. Yeah, for sure.
I knew it was something like that. So when I came back to rap the second time, I was on a track with Wax, the producer, called DRAKE. And you was on that track along with like Holly Michelle, myself, and I think there was one of the person on the album on that track, and I don't remember what it was. That was a dope ass song though.
Yeah, that was a minute ago.
Shout out to
Wax, the very beginning. That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was a hot minute ago.
Yeah, for sure.
So going on 10 years, okay. And out of that 10 years, what has kept you motivated? Like, what's been your drive to keep going? Because you got some you're consistent.
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning, I think my consistency was just fueled by the art of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just enjoyed making music. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really into the business of it or trying to create a career out of it. Mm-hmm. In the last probably like 4 years, I've, you know what I'm saying, put that extra foot, you know what I'm saying, forward so I can try to get a career out of it. You know what I'm saying? it's past creativity now for me. It's more, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some bread off this shit.
Nah, I feel you. And I mean, that's the goal with anything, right? If you putting a lot of time and effort into something,
Yeah, but
everybody wants to get paid off of their work.
at first I was just doing it because it was fun to me. You know what I'm saying? I was in the streets,
Yeah.
so like doing music was like something to do when we were just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was something to do to pass the time. So it was fun. It was some creativity, and it was fun. Now it's like it's still fun for me. It's still a creative outlet for me, but it's more so I do it with the end result of, you know what I'm saying, trying to get some bread.
Yeah. I mean, but that's usually how it begins with almost anything that you start is it's fun to me. Like I'm a digital artist, and I started as, you know, sitting up in my bedroom next to my brother, just drawing all day because it was fun. But then as I gotten older, I'm like, well, shit, how can I turn this into a check?
Right.
And that's exactly what happened. So for some of y'all who don't know, I do digital art professionally. I'm published, so that's a whole nother. We're not talking about me. We're talking about L. So. So when you're creating and you need to get into the zone for whatever you're creating, like what is your creative process? How do you okay, so like we gonna get to the other tracks in a second, but like so for I don't like whack bitches touching me. How did you get in the zone to create something like that?
I mean, a lot of the creativity starts with the beat.
Yeah.
Maybe like 3-4 years ago, I stopped like buying beats off the online. I started working close with the producers, so I really be in the studio with the producers on the track. That's the beginning stages. I probably spend like a week or two in the studio with the producer, going back and forth or emailing stuff back and forth on the beat, getting it to where, you know what I'm saying, it's ready for me and for me to lay the vocals on it. Once the beat is right, it just come, man. It just come. It just really just, I vibe out, hit a blunt, you know what I'm saying, chill in the studio, and it just comes.
Yeah. L will light him up in a heartbeat.
For real.
So good guy Larry, please tell us what was the inspiration behind the title and the album. Like when you got into the studio and you was like, it's time for me to make another album. What was it like? I'm just trying to figure out when you get into the zone and you are creating something for the future, because every song on the album correlates with the title. And a lot of people don't look that far into the future. They just start creating something, and then if it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You have a really good plethora of songs that correspond back to the title of the album. So how did you come up with that?
It really was more so, I kind of do that with all my albums. At the beginning of the year, I had concepts for 4 albums, and I had dropped one prior to that. It was an EP called Love Addiction, and it was all songs for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? And I was ready. I like, you know, I do a lot of different type of music. You know what I'm saying? I like to say that I'm a well-rounded artist. So like, but my passion is, you know what I'm saying, that trap shit, my interpretation of trap shit, you know what I'm saying? The Northwest version of trap shit, you know, is what I like to call it. And that I had been putting those records together for that album for probably like a year, you know what I'm saying? Because I just knew, I was like, I want a whole album of nothing but drug dealing. You know what I'm saying? I want nothing but jugging, getting money in the streets, bitches selling pussy. This whole album, I wanted to be a plethora of that. And that's what we did. Every song came together like it was supposed to, I believe.
Yeah. Hey, and you did an amazing job at producing exactly what you wanted to produce. Speaking of trap, man, trap is actually one of my favorite songs on the album.
Trap.
Yeah, but it really is. And speaking of favorite, Lroc, you are actually one of my favorite rappers in Tacoma today. Like, and one of the reasons why is because you still have that old school reason for rapping. You know, like a lot of cats back from like the 90s, early 2000s, they rap about that street shit.
For
and
sure.
I feel like rappers these days, all rap about the same thing. Is you rap about dealing, they rap about doing the drugs.
Doing
And
drugs, yeah.
I
It
don't
became a lot of drug
understand,
addicts, man. It became a
bro.
lot of drug addicts. It's wild.
It's crazy to me,
Wow.
and I fear that because honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like L should have been famous a long time ago, and I feel like the agenda that all these big record labels is pushing is self destruction,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
that's sad. So I think honestly, independently is probably the best way to go because you're gonna be able to keep your vision the way that you
Right.
want.
It's been working for us too. I like
Yeah.
the independent route
LX3.
and keeping true to what we want to bring to the table. It's been working for us. And I wouldn't have it no other way. I mean, we've been putting those rooms, and it's not something I would want to the road I want to go down for sure.
Yeah, most def, man. So I'm gonna get on Jug God real quick. Now Jug God is, let me tell you the reason why one of my favorite rappers in Tacoma. So I'm gonna give you some of your own bars real quick here. So you say, I knew how to weigh a gram before I knew division, and how to turn a couple grand into Uncle Lou prescription. When it comes to hustling, I work a few positions. That's why I know all you rapper niggas just musicians. I'm sitting, I must have rewind that part. I don't know, probably at least 10 times, dude. Like I was just like, man, you know what? See, this is the reason why L's one of my favorite rappers is because he spits real shit, not this mumble. I'm not gonna get into mumble rap. I don't want to diss nobody or hurt anybody's feelings, but I mean, you guys get the point, man. Like,
Right. It's all creativity. It's just not. It's just there's levels to this shit. You know
preferences.
what I'm saying?
We'll say preferences. My preference is that real shit.
Right, for sure.
So Jug God, for those who haven't heard it yet, please explain Jug God for us.
Yeah, man, it's pretty much just the art of jugging. I am the jug god. Jugging is the transaction. You know what I'm saying? We trying to change the narrative to stuff, and you know what I'm saying, take it from just not just street shit, but just like in general. A jug is any transaction that can be made to profit. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted that whole album to be a whole bunch of music that you could get money to. You know what I'm saying? And be out here jugging to, getting to your bread too. So yeah, that's what the whole concept of the album was. It's just getting to some paper.
I feel it, man. So obviously your lyrics tend to bring real life scenarios. We'll say real life scenarios to a particular lifestyle. Do you ever feel like your lyrics might, I don't know, make you a target for, either rivalry or maybe even the feds? Like, do you feel like that's ever been a concern of yours?
Yeah, back in the day, like when I was heavy in the streets, when we started taking music serious, there was a lot of meetings where they was like, Lroc, it's time to, you know what I'm saying, bring it on into the studio. we had a lot of those meetings. So yeah, when my footprint was heavy in the streets, yeah, but not so much now. You know what I'm saying? It's not so much. So yeah, I'm doing something different. We doing something different. So it's a little bit easier for me to speak on the past. A lot of shit I'm a felon, so a lot of shit I've been charged with. So I'm rapping about shit we already did. You already caught me for it. You already got me.
Damn. All right. So you got another track on the album called "Make the News."
Yeah.
On the album though, it was, when I was listening to it, it was censored, and I don't know if I was listening to the right version of the album, but I guess every other song wasn't censored, but that song was. Is there an uncensored version? Like, can we find an uncensored version of "Make the News"?
Yeah, there's an uncensored version of that song out. So it's a new cut. It's a different cover. What happened was we uploaded the album, and I think somehow the edited version got added to that.
Yeah.
And instead of just taking it all down and re-uploading, we just uploaded the uncensored version as a single with Shoulders to Loc. So yeah, it's up there. Just make the news. It's a cover with me and Shoulders to Loc on it.
Bet, because Make Them Lose is fire. Honestly, all these
Yeah,
tracks is fire, but there's a few of them that do definitely stick out to me. And I didn't even prep this question, but you got a song called "Murder Me."
yeah,
When I first saw the title of that, I was sitting there like, oh, okay, hold on, man. It's another concerning thing is a lot of rappers in the past have made songs talking about their own killing and stuff like that, or their own murder or whatever. Pac. Um, and I was hoping that it wasn't exactly that, and it wasn't. It was actually more so about those other rappers who've actually met, an untimely death, sooner than they were supposed to, and it was almost like tribute. Like I felt like Murder Me was pretty fire, and it gave a different side to it. Can you please explain to us, for those who haven't heard it, Murder Me?
yeah. Murder Me was like one of those joints, like you said. I'm witnessing. I'm in the music industry. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
rapper, young nigga trying to have some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Yeah.
watching other young niggas having shit, getting their lives taken away because they having shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because they having shit. And it was one of those things where I just wanted to pay homage to those cats that have passed and spread awareness. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be more careful how you moving. You know what I'm saying? When you having
Indeed.
money, when you around certain people, you know what I'm saying? You got to be on your toes and you got to be watching. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be mindful of what's going on around you. And it was just when I listen to that shit, it's a reminder to myself, like, nigga, be mindful of what's going on. Be mindful of what you doing while you moving around. So yeah,
But
that the whole sequence of Murder Me was just, yeah, like I was feeling it. Like, damn, nigga, you can't have nothing. A nigga go try to get you up. You know what I'm saying? Put you down and take it.
for
That's
real.
crazy.
And it could be because like anything. Honestly, I mean, if you're known in the streets, I feel like it doesn't even matter. You could be out here, rebuilding communities and shit like that. I
Right.
forget his name, but there was actually one guy, not too recently, who literally was in the community doing all this positive work, a therapist, like all kinds of stuff, helping the youth, and ends up getting shot. And this was over on Hilltop. And it wasn't anything that was, it was just a dumb little spat between two people in crossing. And it's sad because it's like that dude was like a staple in the community, and he's gone now because of 20 seconds of a negative impact.
Altercation, right?
It's like
For sure.
crazy. Like just like that, doesn't matter what you did. Everything that you was doing before is a wrap. But the good thing is that at least he'll be remembered for the positive that he brought to the community. So,
Nah, for sure. And that's what it's all about, is leaving that mark. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know when it's your time. So
exactly.
doing as much as you can in a positive light is definitely the goal.
Most def. So you got a song called "Crack" on the album. I know it's
That
funny because we just talked about just talking about all this positivity and shit, but you got a song called "Crack" on the album, and one of the things you say is, "I need a bitch who cook and whip a brick, a steak, asparagus." Now, this isn't a question, but what I gathered from that is that you need a woman who not only rides with you, who will die with you, but who will also be a woman of home and taking care of business, cooking and cleaning and making sure that home is great. Now,
right.
I don't want you. Wait. I don't want you to explain. I don't want you to explain because I don't want your definition to be anything different from my own definition. I want to just live in the fact that this is what L means. He means this. He needs a woman who cooks and cleans and rides. That's what he means. That's what he means, guys.
Yes.
That's what he means.
Yes.
But that bar, yes,
asparagus, all of that.
Yes. So, so that the album is a great body of work, man. I truly appreciate it. I got a few more questions for you, and this isn't even based off of the album. This is just L as a rapper. Who's your biggest influence in the rap game, man? Like, whoever lived, who's alive now, like, who has L ever looked up to?
Pac.
There's nothing wrong with that. Pac is a great artist, and there's always been this debate about if Pac was better than Biggie or if Biggie was better than Pac. I want to know who will win in a.
I don't debate that.
I know you don't. I mean, if you already said Pac is your favorite rapper, I'm gonna say it's safe to say that
I don't have
Lroc.
those debates. We know Biggie was saying all kind of suspect shit, and y'all know it.
We're gonna leave that one alone.
Right,
what I'm actually gonna ask,
especially at a time right now where Diddy's.
I thought about that. I saw the meme. Ah, shit. I'm gonna post a meme for you guys. I saw the meme where it said Biggie wasn't cockeyed. He just always had to keep an eye on Diddy.
Right, that's what it was.
So my question is, since you brought that up, who do you think would win a fist fight, Pac or Biggie?
Oh man.
Yep, you wasn't expecting that shit, was you?
Wasn't expecting that one. That's a hard one. I'm gonna just wait till I die and try to make it happen when I get up there.
Ah, shit. I fuck with that. All right, all right. So, as far as rappers of today who is still living, who would be someone you would want to collab with right now?
2 Chainz.
I fuck with 2 Chainz. I actually saw 2 Chainz in concert a few years back. That was right
Benny
there
the
road
Butcher
too, man.
I like Benny the Butcher too. I'm a big Benny the Butcher fan.
No, but honestly, people be sleeping on Benny the Butcher. He's got some dope tracks too, and I feel like he should be bigger than what he is now too. But Benny the Butcher is dope.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Benny the Butcher collab, 2 Chainz collab. Now, as far as female rappers, is there any female rapper you feel as though needs a verse from Lroc?
Big Lotto. She need a verse. She need this dick.
Hey, okay, so you heard it right here, man. So I fuck with L. So you heard it right here, man. Lotto, if you are watching the show, please reach out, get L on the track, and let's see some magic happen. Not the dick part. I don't need to see that shit happen, but I do want to see a music video or like a track or something like that. I think the people need that.
My dog wants dreams to happen for me. You heard him.
Exactly. So L, before we get out of here, man, please tell the people where they can find you at.
Man, you can find me on everything at Long Live Lroc, LX3Empire.com. Man, yeah, I'm everywhere. Long Live Lroc and LX3Empire.com. That's all my shit. You can find me everywhere.
Perfect.
Big L, Big
Spotify,
R, Big O, Big Spotify,
Pandora,
all of that,
YouTube, Instagram.
All of that. I keep it all the same, just so you can find me, baby. Long Live Lroc.
And that's why we talk about consistency. You keep it consistent across the board. Man, I just want to say again, I appreciate you coming through, stopping by, giving us some more insight on the good guy Larry. I know I'm about to let you go, but listen, okay, so I think it's pretty obvious, but I just want to clarify for the people. The L in Lroc means Larry, right?
Nah, man.
What the fuck? That's exactly why I asked the question. Because what I meant to say was, please clarify for me, because the ignorance is just live right now.
It's crazy. It's crazy because Larry is just a name that the niggas call me in the streets. The J's call me because I just never wanted to give a nigga my real name. So
that's
like
crazy. All right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just been my name for forever. Like my name Larry. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga Larry.
The L stands for love, man. LROC stands for love, respect, obligations, and currency. It's like the four things. The 4 things that just really mean, everything to me, that make me who I am. So, yeah, that's just Lroc right there. Love,
I can't
respect,
believe this, man. When you think you know somebody, this nigga's name ain't even Larry.
Yeah,
that's funny. And the whole time I thought the L stood for like your first name, and then Rocks meant for, that street work.
Rock.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, we got that rock.
Bruh, so and this I didn't prep that question. I'm glad I asked it.
Yeah,
Larry is not L in Lroc. It stands for love. Like love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey, my guy, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Definitely,
give a warm clap for Lroc, the good guy Larry. please go get that album, stream it everywhere. It's on everything. And you probably go listen to it 3 or 4 times back to back, and then let it sit for like a day, and then listen to it again. And if you don't, well, then listen to it again anyways. I appreciate you, man. We're going to get up with you later, and we're going to see y'all in a minute. Let's give tonight's guest another round of applause. And if you or someone you know has a brand, a product, or talent and wants to be featured on the Midnight Media Review with Moel show, please feel free to email me at therealmoel@gmail.com, and I or my staff will get back to you and try to get you scheduled. But until then, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Remember, life is way too short to not enjoy it. You guys have a good night.